Kind of like old time's sakes. I'm just going to carry it into new time's sakes. We'll just say, this is the new time's sakes, so we'll just keep elevating with more new time's sakes. So we do have a few new teachers here. Check them out. They're awesome. They're teaching, well, our schedule is updated with their classes. I would try to tell you what they are, but I don't know. So I'm going to butcher it, so I'm not going to try. And TLC has more offerings too. So it's kind of exciting. We're getting a more robust schedule as time goes on. So that's exciting. For practice today, I would like to focus on grounding. I think it's a really wonderful time. I heard you all, or some of you, talking about gardening when I was standing out in the lobby. And I think gardening is one of those things that can ground us as well, right? Like playing in the dirt and picking flowers and attempting to figure out what things are weeds and what aren't. That's my life. But I think it's so easy to get wrapped up in life, right? Like get running around with so many things to do and so many places to be. And grounding kind of causes us to pause and take a moment to root back into the earth, root back into ourselves. So I'd like to work with that this morning. So find a comfortable seat here on your mat. Close your eyes. I'm going to pass out those little assist cards. Take a moment. Allow yourself to shift around and move a little bit, searching for a seat that allows for some comfort and some ease. And then starting that Ujjayi breath. Very intentionally drawing the breath in, using the muscles in the back of your throat. And balancing that inhale with an equally strong, intentional exhale. You're not forcing any of this, you're just adding a little more intention, a little more structure to your breath. Root down through your sit bones. Envisioning almost roots reaching from where you're touching the earth down into the earth. Direct your breath and your awareness there as well. Maybe even placing your hands on your thighs or your hips as a physical reminder of where your focus is. And feel into this area. Notice how your legs feel this morning. Draw your awareness up into your hips. Maybe there's not much going on there, and that's okay. Maybe you feel some achiness or some aliveness. Once again, connect to that root feeling. Those roots going from where you touch the earth down into the earth. And then to counter the potential heaviness, we're going to draw the breath and the awareness up through the core, up through the crown of your head. Feel that lifting sensation, balancing out that rooting down. This is when you can enliven your breath, lift up through the chest and the crown of your head. We're going to to work with a very simple breathing exercise this morning. So you're going to inhale for a count of 4, hold for a count of 7, exhale for a count of 8. And we're going to do this 4 times. I'll guide you through the first round, but feel free to go at your own count, even from the first round. So exhale all the air out. Inhale for 4. Hold for 7. Exhale for 8. Now take it into your own hands. Do that 3 more times, inhaling for 4, holding for 7, exhaling for 8. After your 4th round, come back to your Ujjayi breath. Slowly opening your eyes. Extend the legs forward and give them a little shake out. Hands back behind you for support. Bend the left knee and then cross your right ankle over the thigh. So you're going to go to the depth where you first feel that stretch in your hip. Maybe that's your leg snug up towards your sit bones or all the way out, even almost flat on the ground here. Then if it feels good, bring in some movement. You can wiggle it side to side. And spread your toes, creating some space there. Bringing it to a steady position. Find a little more depth here. So either lifting up to the chest and or walking the heel in closer to your hip. So you don't have to go super deep. It's just to hit that edge of resistance. Taking a deep breath that roots you all the way down into your hips. Exhale, soften around the stretch. See if you can melt a little deeper into the pose. Yeah, do that once more. From here you have 2 options. Option 1 is to take a little the pressure out of the pose, extending that left leg forward, placing a prop under the right knee. The other option is to double stack your shins here. Ankle over knee, knee over ankle. And you can use a prop in between the knee and ankle if you like. Coming into a side bend, extend the left hand out in line with the hip. Right arm reaches tall up towards the ceiling. Keep length even on this left side body as you exhale, reach up and over towards the door side of the room. Reach that left shoulder up towards your ear so it feels totally uncomfortable, and then counter that by drawing it all the way down, hugging the elbow in, so you create this delicious amount of space. And then breathe into this right side body. Soften around the neck, soften around the jaw. From here, we'll move into the second stage, a neck stretch. Reach the right arm over to the right, and then allow the head to be super heavy towards that left shoulder. Keep lifting through the chest. Maybe moving around the lower jaw to release some of the tension in the neck and the jaw. Breathe into the space you're creating here. And notice how that subtle shift of just changing the position of your arm incredibly changes the pose itself. Reaching through that right hand, come back up through center. Extend both legs forward, give them a little release, shake them out. And then we'll just switch sides. So right knee bends, left ankle crosses over top. You can bring that movement in if that feels okay on your hip. Just getting some rotation side to side. Coming back through center. Moving into a little bit deeper of this stretch. So either drawing the heel in or lifting up to the chest or doing both. Direct your breath all the way down into that left hip. And exhale, feel for melting a little layer or 5, yeah. And from here, you have the option to extend the leg forward, adding a prop under the knee, or crossing the leg underneath. Get that double pigeon or fire leg or fire log or shoelace, whatever you like in terms of terminology. Right hand out in line with the hip. Inhale, left arm extends tall. Keep that length. Exhale, reach up and over. Hike that shoulder up as high as you can towards the shoulder, and then counter that. Draw the shoulder down away from the ear. Create all sorts of space around the neck. Breathe into this left side body. And with your breath, feel for unsticking the ribs from one another. And feel for that stretch all the way through the obliques and perhaps down into that left hip. Moving into the second stage, take the left arm over to the left. Relax your head heavy towards the shoulder. Maybe reposition the hand and or the neck so you feel that stretch. Lift through the heart. Yeah, there you go. This is your own personal massage moment. Reaching through that left hand, come back up through center. And we're going to cross the ankles, come forward onto hands and knees, and just bring a little bit of movement into the body here after being kind of sedentary there for a moment. So you can reach the hips back all the way to a child's pose and up to an up dog variation. Maybe a simple cat-cow is feeling good. It's a choose your own adventure moving moment here. I'm sure sitting for a second you started to realize, or recognize rather, some of those kinks in the body. This is your opportunity to soften some of those areas, to work with your mobility and kind of test out where your body is this morning. About 3 more breaths here. And exhale, we'll make our way back to our first downward facing dog of the practice. Tucking toes under, hips reach up and back. Strong foundation and grounding through the hands. So really press down through the palms, all the way through the 10 fingers. Then if it feels good, weave in some movement through your legs and your torso. About 3 to 5 more breaths here. Feeling out this initial inversion. Exhale all the way down to your knees. And we'll shift into a child's pose, embryo, or puppy. Just connecting into the earth here. So once again, reestablishing that connection to your roots that are reaching down into the earth. And drawing up some of that beautiful energy from the ground, the stability. Yes, wonderful. And then inhale, slowly rise up to hands and knees. Make your way to a seat and all the way onto your back. Don't worry, we're going to forget the core work. Make sure your prop is nearby. Stack your knees over your hips. Interlace your hands behind your head. We're going to start out super simple with a basic elbow to knee. So knees bent. Take a huge breath into your low back. On your exhale, lift head and shoulders up away from the mat and then relax your head into your hands. So all that work that we just did, relaxing the neck and shoulders, is still present. Take a huge breath into the low back. Hold that breath, curl tailbone up. Exhale, elbows towards the left thigh. Reach right leg forward at a 45-degree angle. Now if that's pulling on your low back, reach the right leg straight up to the sky instead. And then pull low belly down. Inhale, bend both knees, come back to center. Hold the breath. Curl tailbone up. Exhale, elbows towards right thigh. Reach forward through that left leg. Spread your toes wide. Draw belly down. Awesome. Inhale, come back to center. Hold the breath. Curl tailbone up. Exhale, elbows towards the left leg. Reach forward through the right thigh, either at that 45 degrees or straight up towards the ceiling. Hold low belly down. Inhale, back to center. Hold the breath. Curl tailbone. Exhale, elbows towards right thigh. Press forward to the left foot. Spread your toes. Draw belly down. Inhale, back to center. Hold the breath. Curl tailbone. Exhale, elbows towards the left thigh. Reach out through the right foot. Spread your toes. Draw belly down. Tuck a little more. Inhale, back through center. Hold the breath. Curl tailbone up. Exhale, elbows towards the right thigh. Press through that left foot. Spread your toes. Tuck a little more. Yes, awesome, Lisa. Inhale, back to center. Hold the breath. Curl tailbone up. Exhale, elbows towards the left thigh. Reach forward through that right foot. Draw belly down. Tuck a little more. Inhale, back to center. Hold the breath. Curl tailbone. Exhale, elbows towards the right thigh. Reach to that left leg. Hold belly down. Tuck a little more. Inhale, back to center and release. So do a little butterfly or rock pose. Arms come out by your sides. Feet about mat width apart. And just move your legs side to side at a pace that feels good to you. And then Coming back through center. Take hold of your prop. Place it in between your thighs, snug up to the pubic bone. Extend your legs straight up to the sky. Also, if you ever want to do core work at home, you can always roll up a towel or fold a pillow in half. There's so many options. You don't have to have a block or a roll on that. All right, knees can be bent here. Interlace your hands back behind your head. Take a huge breath down into the low back. Hold the breath in, curl tailbone up, squeeze your prop. Exhale, lift head and shoulders. Squeeze a little more, pull belly down. Inhale, relax head and shoulders. Take a huge breath in. Hold the breath, curl tailbone up, squeeze. Exhale, head and shoulders lift, shoulder blades lift. Squeeze a little more, pull belly down. Inhale, lower head and shoulders. Moving into three-part twisting abs. Take a huge breath in. Hold that breath, curl tailbone up, squeeze your prop. Exhale, head and shoulders lift. Squeeze a little more, pull belly down. Inhale, keep head and shoulders up. Squeeze the prop, curl tailbone, exhale, elbows towards right thigh. Squeeze a little more, pull belly down. Inhale, back to center. Squeeze your prop. Curl tailbone. Exhale, elbows towards left thigh. Squeeze a little more, pull belly down. Inhale, torso to center. Squeeze your prop. Exhale, reach torso higher. Reach legs higher, pull belly down. And inhale, relax head and shoulders all the way to the mat. Top of your next inhale, hold the breath in. Curl tailbone up, squeeze the prop. Exhale, head and shoulders lift. Squeeze a little more, pull belly down. Awesome breathing. Inhale. Squeeze your prop. Curl tailbone. Exhale, elbows towards right thigh. Squeeze a little more, pull belly down. Back through center, hold the breath. Squeeze your prop. Curl tailbone. Exhale, elbows towards left leg. Squeeze a little more, pull belly down. Back through center, squeeze your prop. Exhale, reach torso higher, reach legs higher, pull belly down. Inhale, lower head and shoulders. Take an extra breath. We've got one more round. Take a deep breath in. Hold full, squeeze your prop. Curl tailbone, exhale, head and shoulders lift. Squeeze a little more, pull belly down. Inhale, keep head and shoulders up, squeeze. Curl tailbone, exhale, elbows towards right thigh. Squeeze a little more, pull belly down. Inhale, torso back to center, squeeze the prop. Curl tailbone up, exhale, elbows towards left thigh. Squeeze a little more, pull belly down. Inhale, back to center, squeeze your prop. Exhale, torso higher, legs higher, pull belly down. And inhale, release. Set your prop aside. Make sure it's reachable. Moving into our bridge pose. Knees stacked over your heels, feet about hip width apart. You can reach down, raise the heels if that helps with your setup. On your inhale, peel the spine away from the mat, lifting into your bridge. Really root down through your feet, lift up through your hips. Arms are passive here. Connect into this grounding by pressing into the earth. Expanding the breath up into the heart and the front body. So every time we ground down, we have that opposing action of lifting it up. So we're using the ground to create more lift, to create more space, as well as connect ourselves into the earth. Now you have the option to place your prop under your hips for extra support. You cannot use a pillow for this, that doesn't work. So you can't do that version of bridge at home with a pillow. That was a joke, you guys. You don't even do that. It's fine. Not funny. Okay, that's nice. I appreciate that. Keep the left foot rooted. Inhale, extend the right leg up to the sky. Now, if you'd like a little extra support, you can bend the elbows, fingertips up to the sky. Activate the arms for support here. Spread through the toes. Press the foot towards the ceiling. Just one more breath here, rooting down, reaching up. On your exhale, bend that right knee, cross your ankle over the thigh, come into a deeper hip stretch, or hip opener rather. Start to draw the right knee down and forward. Breathe into this right hip. You can do this with your prop under your hips or with no prop under your hips. Keep lifting up to that right hip to increase the stretch. We'll take 3 more breaths. Inhale, we extend the right leg to the sky. Exhale, slowly set the right foot back down on the earth. Readjust your prop if it's gone in a weird direction. And then root down to that right foot. Inhale, slowly extend the left leg up towards the ceiling. Spread your toes, create space in between the toes so you can even see the white ceiling in between them. Root down to reach up. One more inhale here. Exhale, bend that ankle, cross your thigh over, the ankle over the thigh. Lift up to this left hip. Breathe down into the space you've created here. Keep your foot flexed back towards your shin. That will support your knee. Inhale, we extend that left leg. And because we stayed at the beginning for too short, we're going to stay here for an extra 2 breaths. Got to keep us balanced. Exhale, lower that left foot to the ground. Lift the hips up to remove your prop if you have it. One more deep breath in. And exhale, tuck tailbone. Slowly roll your spine to the earth. From here, release the back body, either hugging the knees into your chest or pressing the thighs away. And roll over onto your left side. Make your way up to a seat. I think we have our first international viewer. It's kind of exciting. All right, come forward onto hands and knees. Gina's in Ireland and she's loved on. I was like, that's exciting. You can do yoga for the men. Something like that. Why are you doing yoga right now? All right, come down to your forearms. Let's set up for our dolphin pose. The other pose you can do in your hotel room. Yeah. Laughing at us all. All right. Set yourself up, and then forearms either parallel or hands clasped. Take a huge breath into the back of the heart. On your exhale, tuck toes under, lift your hips up, dolphin it up. Connect in that strong breath supporting you. And notice if you've got that tendency to sink in the pose, counter that by really engaging through the abdominals, lifting through the hips. Yes. Find more space in the spine, and then counter that by relaxing your head down. Fill this pose up with breath. Now as we stay here maybe a little longer than you want to be here, What can you tap into to keep yourself here? Relax with the jaw. Tune into the ground supporting you, drawing that energy up to the forearms, up to the spine. 5 more breaths in your dolphin. Awesome breathing. Last breath in here. Exhale, knees to the earth, child's pose, puppy or embryo. If you want to be in dolphin more, you're welcome to stay. I can't believe we used to do 3-minute dolphins. Just bring that back. Just connecting into the earth here. Child's like, nope. Once again, connecting into this grounding. Support of the earth. Inhale, rise up to hands and knees. Exhale, ease your way back to downward facing dog. Now that we're a little bit warmer, just notice how this down dog is feeling and affecting your body. There's no right answer here, it's just noticing what's present and observing without judgment. These moments of quiet, can you tune in a little bit more? Deep breath in. Exhale, bend your knees, step your way to the top of your mat, arriving in a forward fold. Inhale, half a lift to that spinal extension. Yes, exhale to fold it back in. Once more like that, inhale, reach long to the spine, lengthening out the crown of the head. Exhale to fold it in. We're going to hang out here for just a few breaths in your forward fold. So you can interlace hands in opposite elbow if you like, allowing gravity to help traction out the spine even more. Maybe rocking a little bit side to side, noticing some of those areas in the hamstrings or even the low back that need to be released. Release through the arms, and we're going to roll our way up. So knees are bent, rolling one vertebrae at a time, which is relatively impossible, but that's the thought process, all the way up to standing. Inhale, reach your arms to the sky, maybe a little back bend if that feels good. Exhale, hands to heart center. Classical suns, inhale, re-extend the arms. Exhale to dive forward, Uttanasana. Knees can be bent here. Inhale, step left foot back, lunge or low lunge. Reach up through the arms. And stay here for a few breaths, getting deep into the hips and the quads. Lifting through the torso, yes. Soften the shoulders. Yeah, there you go, Brenda. Feel for more space. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step your way back to plank pose. Check in with your body, either choosing to go through your vinyasa or hips go straight up and back for downward facing dog. We'll all meet up in our downward facing dog. Inhale, step left foot forward, lunge or low lunge. Lift and open through the torso. Soften the shoulders, lift up through the heart. Exhale, hands to the mat, forward fold. Inhale to come all the way up. Knees can stay bent for low back support. Reaching arms to the sky, exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, re-extend, getting some flow here. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana, slow and controlled movements. Inhale, right foot back to lunge. What am I saying? Lift and open. Exhale, hands to the earth, step to plank. Your choice, direct to down dog or vinyasa, move with your breath. Nice, baby. We'll all meet up in downward facing dog. Inhale, right foot steps forward, lunge. Lift and open. Nice, out of exhale, hands to mat, forward fold. Inhale to rise up, reaching tall. Exhale, hands to heart, center. Continue this flow. Inhale, re-extend. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Awesome breathing. Inhale, left foot back, lunge. Lift and open. Exhale, hands to the earth, step to plank. Flow at your own rhythm. Nice and slow. We'll all meet up downward facing dog. Inhale, left foot forward, lunge. Open it up, maybe that little back bend if it feels good. Exhale, hands to the earth, forward fold. Inhale to rise up. Exhale, hands to heart, center. One more round here. Inhale, re-extend. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, right foot back, lunge. Lift and open. Exhale, hands to the earth, step to plank. Flow either to down dog or your vinyasa. Moving with your breath. All meet up in that downward facing dog. Inhale, right foot forward, lunge. Open it up. Exhale, hands to the earth, forward fold. Inhale, come all the way up to standing arms, sweep overhead. Exhale, hands to heart, center. Close your eyes. Take a moment, connecting to the breath. Once again, rooting down to the feet, feeling that connection to the earth. Release the arms, slowly open your eyes. We're going to turn on our mats to the door side of the room. I love the hop. Turn the camera even. Look at that, fancy. All right, come into a horse stance. We haven't done this for a while. All right, toes point out at about 45-degree angles. If this is hurting your low back, you can always come to a wall for additional support. So just know that this is a possibility here. All right, shoulder shrugs. Release the arms down in front of you. Take a deep breath into the back of the heart. Holding full, reach shoulders straight up. Pull them straight back. Keep squeezing. Exhale, drag the shoulder blades down the spine. Good. Inhale into the upper back. Exhale, hug mid-shoulder blades towards spine. Hold down. Inhale into the upper back. Exhale, bend your elbows, draw bottom tips of shoulder blades, elbows towards spine, hold down. Release the arms, roll out the shoulders. Do one more round like that, take a deep breath in. Hold full, shoulders go straight up, straight back, keep squeezing, exhale, drag it down. Awesome. Inhale into the upper back. Exhale, hug mid-shoulder blades towards spine. Hold down. Inhale into the upper back. Exhale, bend elbows. Draw bottom tips of shoulder blades, elbows towards spine. Pull it all down. Release the arms, roll out the shoulders. Don't worry, we're not done. All right, now we get to work with a little bit of Uddiyana Bandha or Annastasia in our horse stance. I'm not going to demo it because you've all done it with me many times. All right, right hand on top of the left. Inhale as the hands rise. Exhale, strongly out the mouth, press up. Hold empty, draw belly in and up. If you want to work with Annastasia, keep the breath out, press the belly out, pull it in, press it out. Inhale, hands through heart center. Draw the elbows back. Exhale, press forward. Belly in. Maybe do the Annastasia version. Inhale, hands to heart center. Exhale, press out to the left and right. Awesome. Soften the shoulders. Annastasia or Uddiyana Bandha. Inhale, hands back to center. Exhale, press down. Last round here. Move your belly. Release the belly, release the arms. Rise the arms back up, straighten out the legs, parallel the inner edges of your feet. Dive it forward. The best part of that whole thing is getting the release on the back end, right? So hanging out here in this Prasarita Padottanasana, any variation you like with your arms. But wherever you are, let the head hang heavy towards the earth. Breathe into the stretch through the back of the thighs. Melting a little more into the neck, shoulders. Still grounding down. About 3 more breaths. And then slowly inhale, torso comes up halfway. Your choice, either hands on hips or arms come out like wings. And then come all the way upright using your core. Heel toe or hop your feet back together. I knew you were going to do it. And then come back to the top of your mat. Inhale, arms reach up to the sky. Exhale, sit back, Utkatasana, chair pose. Don't worry, just one breath here. Lift up to the heart. Exhale, fold to Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift, extending the spine. Exhale, place your hand on the mat and just stuff your way back to plank pose. Hold strong, let your core feel that lift of your abdominals. Huge breath into the back body because there's space as your abdominals hold you here. And then from here you have the choice to go up and back to down dog or flow through that vinyasa chaturanga. Inhale into your cobra or up dog. Exhale back to downward facing dog. Inhale, extend the left leg up and back. Beautiful, Melinda. Spread through your toes, reach that leg. Once again, root down through your hands so you've got that strong grounding, that strong foundation. Exhale, hug left knee into your chest. Set your foot down softly. We're going to rise up to warrior two. So right heel roots. Inhale, rise up. Spin around. So take a moment, setting yourself up here. Hips squaring towards the right side of your mat. Tailbone slightly tucked so you're not swaying in the low back. And really root down through the feet equally. From that place of grounding, draw the energy of the breath up through the hips, all the way up into the chest and out through the fingertips. Reach the left arm forward. Come into side angle, left forearm onto the left thigh. Right arm wraps towards the front of the ring. So we're opening through this right side body. Keep rooting down through the right outer foot. Reaching through the right hand. So you're pulling yourself apart, creating this stretch and this space along the right side body. Stage 2, moving into a heart opener. Lower the right hand down and then reach the arm straight up to the sky. Open up to the chest. So fingertips are reaching up to the ceiling, maybe slightly back behind the shoulder. Really breathe into the right side of the heart. Side angle variation. Wrap the right arm behind your back, either tucking the hand into your pants at the top, or grabbing hold of the inside of that left thigh with the right hand. Let your head hang here. Yeah, good. Last variation here. You have two options. Option 1 is bringing the left hand down to the ground or your block, right arm just behind your back, still opening to the shoulder. Option 2 is to take that bind, interlacing the hands behind the left thigh, still peeling open through the chest, moving deeper into this lunge. Keep your breath strong, supporting the intensity. Keep opening through the right side of the chest, yes. Inhale, release the arms, head to ankle prep. Bend the left knee a little bit deeper so you come back into that lunge. Walk the right hand to the back of your mat. Bring the left hand to the center of the left thigh. Press the thigh forward and away. To deepen this stretch, bend the knee more. Left knee, I should say. 2 more breaths here. All right, from here you have the option. So we'll straighten out the left leg. Either coming into triangle pose where you'll shorten your stance, extend the right arm up, or moving into Ardha Chandrasana, shifting the weight into the left foot and lifting up into that balance. So it's a choose your own path for the moment. Either Ardha Chandrasana or triangle. Take the version that's better suited for your body in this moment. Yes, awesome. Connect to that strong breath. One more inhale here. Exhale, bend the left knee, draw the right knee into your chest. So wherever you are, you're going to lift the right leg up, bend the knee into the chest. And then shoot the right leg straight back. Add some padding under the right knee. Come all the way down into a lunge. Hands come up onto the left thigh. Walk that left foot forward. Shift the hips down towards the earth. So hands can be on the thigh or hip here. Taking a few breaths. And then you have the option to extend one or both arms up to the sky if you'd like. If you need a deeper stretch, you can back out of the pose, come into lunge, H to the B, drawing the heel in towards the glutes. It's not about the back bend here, more about the quad stretch and the hip stretch. So we'll be wherever you are for 3 more breaths. If you have hold of the back foot, release. Or kind of straighten out this left leg for a few breaths just to release through the hip. So if it feels good to kind of bounce kindly in and out of the pose, you can do that. Or you can come into that half split, straightening out the left leg and just folding over the thigh. Just a few breaths here to release some of the tension that could be building. Bending into that left knee. Bring both hands to the inside of the left thigh. Option 1, you just stay exactly here. Hands on the ground, or you can bring a block under your hands. If you want to go deeper still, come all the way down to your forearms. If that feels like too much, you can always prop them up onto your prop. Final option is to curl the back toes under. Come deeper by tapping into the strength associated with this pose. 5 more breaths. And always exhale out the mouth. Awesome. If your back knee is lifted, lower it down. If you're on the forearms, press up to the palms of your hands. Curl the right toes under. Inhale, extend carefully that left leg up and back, 3-legged down dog. Bend the knee, open up the hip. If you like, you can turn this into a wild thing, flipping your dog, opening to the front body. If you're in wild thing, flip it back over. Everybody re-extend the left leg to the sky. Exhale, left knee to outer edge of right arm. Yes. Inhale, re-extend the left leg. Exhale, left knee to outer edge of the left arm. Inhale, re-extend the left leg. Exhale, left leg through for pigeon on this side. So this is our first pigeon. So you don't have to go super deep. We're only going to stay here for about 5 breaths, maybe 7. But maybe you want to stay upright, letting gravity take you a little bit deeper. Perhaps you want to prop under that left hip. Maybe you want to come down to the forearms. Focus really on the breath here. All the way down into the hip. All the way down, supporting you with the ground. Yeah. 3 more breaths. Last breath in. Exhale out the mouth. Awesome. Walk your way back up. Curl the right toes under. Take your time to make your way back to downward facing dog. A few breaths. Go at your own pace. Maybe you want a vinyasa or a cat-cow or 2. Maybe you want to just take your time to arrive back in down dog. Once you arrive in down dog, just notice the difference between your 2 legs. Maybe pedal it out here. Inhale. Slowly extend that right leg up and back, yes. Nice, Kathy. Spread through your toes, reach that leg long. Breathe all the way up to the hip, all the way up to the ball of the foot. Take one more inhale. Then exhale with that momentum, step that right foot through. Warrior two, back heel roots. Inhale to windmill the arms up. Arrive in your warrior. Setting yourself up here, really press into the earth with your feet so it's active. From that foundation, reach up through the torso so you've got that long spine, arms balanced outward. Fill this pose with your breath. Side angle with variations. Reach the right arm forward, bring it down to the thigh. And start out with that elongation, so reach the left arm up overhead towards the front of the room. Reach back through the outer edge of that left foot. Breathe into the space in this left side body. Moving into our heart opener, bring the left arm down, and then reach the hands straight up to the sky and slightly back to open through that left side of your chest. Yeah, nice, David. Feel for the breath, opening your heart even more. Exhale, release the arm behind you. Side angle variation, either grabbing hold of the pants to open the shoulder or grabbing hold of the inside of that right thigh with your left hand. Let the head hang heavy. This is one of my favorite neck stretches. So if you feel that stretch, tune into it. Make it even more intentional. Last variation here, unhook that left hand. You have two options. Option one, right hand comes to the ground or your prop, left arm just behind the back. Or option two, take that bind, clasp the hands under and behind the right leg, still opening through the arch. Yes, awesome. Keep the breath strong. Head to ankle prep, release the arms. Walk your hands to the back of your mat. Keep that right knee bent. I know it's screaming at this point. The deeper you bend the knee, the more you will feel the stretch. Right hand comes to the inside of the thigh. Press that thigh forward and away. Breathe into the intensity. Release, straighten out the right leg, right hand to the ground. You have the option of taking your triangle or Ardha Chandrasana here. So either straightening out the right leg, shortening your stance, and opening up into Trikonasana, or rocking weight forward into the right foot. Inhale, left arm and left leg float to the sky, balancing wherever you are in a single plane. Yes, awesome. Fill this pose with breath. Where can you create just a little more space? Exhale, bend the right knee. Bring the left hand down to the ground. Hug the left knee into your chest. And then reach the leg straight back. On your mat, lower the knee all the way down to the ground, adding padding as needed. Hands come up to the right thigh and come deep into this lunge. So walk that right foot forward. Start to shift the hips forward. You may feel quite a bit of a stretch here. Go for it, just stay. Maybe you want to reach one or both arms to the sky. Connect into your breathing. For the last few breaths, you have an option to come deeper into the quad stretch by bending that left knee, drawing the heel towards the glutes. Three more breaths wherever you are. If you have hold of the left foot, release. Straighten out that right leg, frame the foot with your hands. And once again, you have that balancing option. We're really just doing this to release any of that kind of build up in the hip or the quad. Because that's a lot on one side. Bring both hands to the inside of the right foot. Re-bend that right knee. Coming into this deep low lunge. Hands, or you can stay propped up on your hands here. Or maybe make their way down to the forearms. Maybe use a block for support. Maybe tuck the back toes under and pick up the back knee. So picking the version that works best for you in this moment. Maybe experimenting. Maybe you always pick one variation, playing around and seeing if there's something else that better suits you today. Breathing all the way down into your hips. Always exhale out the mouth. Awesome. Three more breaths. Release the back knee if it's lifted. Prop up onto the palms of your hands if you were down on the forearms. Walk the right foot back in so you've got a little more support. Curl the left toes under. Inhale, right leg goes up and back, three-legged down dog. Option to bend that right knee, open up the hip. Option to flip your dog into your wild leg. If you're in wild thing, flip it back over. Re-extend the right leg so it goes straight up and back. Exhale right into outer edge of the left arm. A little crunch here. Awesome. Inhale, re-extend the right leg. Exhale, right knee to outer edge of right arm. Inhale, re-extend the leg. Exhale, knee to chest. And then ease your way into pigeon on this side. Thought we would have time for multiple pigeons, but we don't. So luxuriate in this final pigeon of the practice. About 5 to 7 breaths here. Where can you let go? Another layer, another release. We're going to make our way onto our backs. So about 5 to 7 breaths. Moving in whatever way feels good to your body. We'll all arrive on our backs eventually. Once you arrive, there's no rush. reach your arms overhead, extend the legs towards the front of the room. This full body stretch, or as James calls it, a morning stretch. Exhale, knees hug into your chest. Shift your hips over to the left, arms come out to the sides. Exhale the knees over to the right for a final twist here. If there's a different variation you prefer, please take that. Inhale back through center. At your own pace, switch to the second side. About 5 breaths here, just unwinding. As you feel balanced or mostly balanced, bring your legs back through center. We'll transition into final relaxation, Shavasana. If there's any final poses or movements that your body is still craving, please take that. If there's any props or ways that you can be set up in Shavasana that would be more comfortable, do that. This is your time to rest, your time to surrender. Letting your body be heavy and held by the earth. Really letting go and just be, no expectations. Surrendering to these last few moments of practice. crafts your way up to a seat. Inhale, extend the arms to the sky. Exhale, gather that all into heart center. Taking a moment for yourself, body, this time, this space. And namaste.